Hello Northern Ireland, what's the crack? Today I'm actually being chauffeur driven around by my friends, so we've decided we're going to go along the Causeway coastal route. For reference, it's Wednesday the 23rd of April. It's only a week away to my birthday, so yes, I'm looking forward to that. Will probably be another drunken video that day. So today we're going to go and explore the Causeway coastal route. The Causeway coastal route is the most beautiful road trip in Northern Ireland. It stretches from the bustling Belfast to the historic town of Derry, Londonderry. So it's around about 120-mile drive from Belfast, following this beautiful Causeway coastal route. I'll turn the camera around here and I'll let you see. So this is us just leaving Belfast. We're going to follow the coastal road, which runs right along through Carrickfergus, along all the wee coastal towns, and it'll bring us up to, obviously up into like the Giant's Causeway, Carrick-A-Rede Rope Bridge, Ballintoy Harbour, a lot of famous Game of Thrones locations. So we'll try and cover as much as we can today, and obviously I'll jump back on and forth in different locations along the way. The first one we'll probably come to will be Carrickfergus Castle, and we'll obviously head along in towards Portrush, and obviously you know what's up in there. You've got lovely pubs in Ballycastle. You've got the harbour bar, so maybe we'll have to go in and check them out too. So we'll just play it by ear. So this is us just leaving Belfast now. We're heading, this is up towards Carrickfergus. So I'll jump back on whenever we get up towards the coastal road. I actually say the coastal road starts whenever you get up to the arch called the Western Arch, or the Black Arch, sorry, as you're just going up past Lorne. So that's whenever the road starts to get really, really beautiful. I do recommend to allow, if you're actually planning to do this, do allow yourself a few days. But you can do it in a day. But if you wanted to really, really explore, do allow yourself a few days. Maybe book a hotel or an Airbnb in like Ballycastle, then maybe on along in Portrush. Then you can go up into Derry, Londonderry. There's a lot of historic history with Derry, Londonderry. You'll get to see all the murals, and also hopefully we'll be able to see some of them today if I go up that far up towards Mussenden Temple. Mussenden Temple is definitely my favourite place in the world. So I'll jump off here and I'll jump back on whenever we get up to our next location. This is one of the first locations you're going to come to when exploring the Causeway coast. This is Carrickfergus Castle. This is I think it's a Norman castle, I think they call this, and it's situated in the town of Carrickfergus. So you can actually go in down in here, and you can go into the castle, and you can go around it and you can see all the cannons and stuff. This sits right at the edge of Belfast Loch, so down in the distance here you can actually go right down in the Belfast Loch. People will come here on their boats. You can moor your boat and stuff over here if you're out exploring. But what a beautiful castle, and what a beautiful day today in Northern Ireland. So this is the first location. I'm just going to keep going on, we're going to try and keep going on to different locations because I want to really show you the Giant's Causeway today and the Carrick-A-Rede Rope Bridge. Hopefully be able to cross over the rope bridge. They're two of my favourite locations in Northern Ireland, and obviously up to the end, up to Mussenden Temple. So there's so much also to do in Carrickfergus, so if you're here, make sure you come and check out. This is Carrickfergus town over here. Some excellent locations here, some excellent things to do, and also you can get to explore this beautiful castle. Obviously if you go in and you do the tour, you can learn a lot more about the castle. But yes, we're not going to hold off, just jumped out of the car here. We're going to head on along the Causeway coast. I will jump back on and show you wee clips along the way. And obviously if you're a Game of Thrones fan, we're going to see like Dunluce Castle, Ballintoy Harbour and stuff, and maybe even jump in and let you see the Dark Hedges. And that's obviously, these are the most famous, because obviously the Game of Thrones a lot of it was filmed here in Northern Ireland. And also we'll have the Game of Thrones studio tour, what's at the other side if you're heading out of Belfast. So we'll actually do a separate video on the Game of Thrones studio tour. It's an excellent tour also. So as you see, this is us starting to go down onto the real scenic Causeway coast. The road starts to go a lot more narrower, and obviously you're starting to get the dramatic coastline along the way. One of the best places to be here on the Causeway coast. And in the distance here, this is Blackhead Lighthouse. Blackhead Lighthouse is actually situated in Whitehead. Yes, that sounds stupid, but that's what it is. It's Blackhead Lighthouse overlooking the Belfast Sea, and yeah, So it starts to go along now, and then we'll start to go in through Larne and in through the archway. They say the archway is really the entrance to the Causeway coast, but I'd argue with that and say the Causeway coast really starts in Belfast as you're heading there, because obviously you have like lovely locations along the way. So yes, we'll jump back on when we head to the next location and show you some more scenic views. The road is very well signposted, so you won't struggle when you're heading out of Belfast and you're heading north out of Belfast and you join the motorway. It's basically signposted Causeway Coastal Route straight away, and it's well signposted the whole way right till you get to Derry, Londonderry. And you're going to see it again here on this sign here before I jump off. As you see, every single so often here in the wee brown sign, you can see Causeway Coastal Route, and that's obviously bringing you off if you want to go into Whitehead Village. Whitehead also has the Railway Museum for you railway train fanatics. So that's us heading now along the coastal road. Ballycastle was like 45 mile away, I think, and Portrush was around 60 mile away. They're the sort of two main locations we're going to head to, and obviously there's a couple of locations along there that we're planning to go to, like Carrick-A-Rede Rope Bridge, Ballintoy Harbour, and obviously the Giant's Causeway. So I want to be able to show you them today, and yeah, so I'll show you this wee bit of the road here. This is us just leaving Larne. Went through Larne town. You can go and see nice wee waterfall, Gleno waterfall, and there's a spiral, like a spire tower thing you can go and see in Larne. How class would it be to live in one of these wee houses here overlooking the sea? So as I was going to say to you, I'm going to show you the archway. So here in the distance you can see the Black Arch in Larne. So down here in the distance is the Black Arch. People say this is like the entrance to the Causeway Coastal Route, as from here it's just absolutely beautiful, beautiful scenery, blue skies and blue seas if you're able to get a nice day like today. The weather today is probably only like 16 degrees, but that's quite warm here in Northern Ireland. Like what is it? It is what temperature? 14 degrees. I'm out in my shorts, but still warm. As you say, it's not only me in the shorts here, there's a couple of other people in their shorts too. So that's us heading now. I'll keep this going and I'll take you through the archway. The archway is like, they call it the Black Arch, but it's actually on a cliff edge, and it's obviously a tunnel what was made probably welcome to Drains Bay area, but this was probably, I don't know, it's been here ever since I was born anyway, and I used to always go through here. So it is narrow, so if there is a car going through, like you see, you have to stop. And there's a wee bit of set of steps you can go down here called the Devil's Churn. If you go down there and the sea's rough, it's quite cool. So that's us going through now, and there's a wee set of steps down there called the Devil's Churn. So this goes on through. You're going to go through lots of like lovely wee villages. So we'll jump back on and show you some of these villages along the way. That's us heading through the beautiful town of Ballycastle, right on the beach. Like obviously this has been the Easter holiday, so there'll be a lot of people off, and obviously families down enjoying. There's a lot of campsites. Obviously you have your Airbnbs, there's campsites, caravan parks, so you'd have a lot of families down here enjoying the Easter break. There's people down on the beach there. So you can go down to the beach there. Lovely, lovely, lovely town. You're going to have lots of lovely wee towns going along the way. And obviously there's like spar shops, you can go and get your bits and pieces. And there's people heading down to the beach there with their surfboards. So you're going to see lots of cool locations here along the way, and maybe stop along the way, jump out and show you some cool locations. Just look at that scenery. Unbelievable. How stunning is the Causeway Coast? I was saying there's actually a motorbike behind us that'll probably overtake us. Obviously a lot of people know this is obviously being the Antrim Coast and the Causeway Coast. Then obviously the north coast of Northern Ireland, the Northwest 200 is probably the biggest road, one of the biggest road racing events in the world, along with the Isle of Man TT. So it would be very popular for motorcyclists to go along this coastal road heading up to the Causeway coast. Up where we're heading along as well is obviously Northwest 200. It's going to be on in a few weeks time. I'll try and get down and document that. And also you've got the golfing, so the Open's going to be down here, and after Rory McIlroy winning there, hopefully he's going to come over here and dominate in his hometown of Northern Ireland. Well, it's not his hometown, but his home country of Northern Ireland. His hometown's in Hollywood. So well done, Rory, keep her up. Be great one day to be able to get Rory McIlroy out to split some G's around Belfast, but I think he lives now in America full time, so that's probably going to be impossible. But look at the scenery, stunning. One of the nicest road trips ever, along the best road trip in the world. And there's an area over here you can park your car and walk along. It's called Madman's Window. It's another wee secret hidden place on the Causeway coast. It's basically a bit of rock area which shaped like a window, so people would go there and get their photographs taken. So if you ever hear of anyone talking about, it's just here. That's the Madman's Window. So if you stand up in there, it's like a wee window looking out into one of the most beautiful scenic areas. I'm not too sure if you can see here in the distance, but all these here is like, it's for catching salmon. There'll be a lot of like fishery stuff for lobsters and salmon and stuff. Obviously Irish salmon is the best salmon you can buy, and obviously fishing is a huge part of the Northern Irish and Irish culture. Fishermen and obviously farming would be our main source of incomes throughout the Troubles and right up till today. Some very impatient people. So this is us now coming into the beautiful village of Glenarm. Yeah, I love Glenarm, so you sort of have to go in through all these wee small towns. All these wee towns have great pubs and obviously great shops, and you can go in and see great food, great restaurants, and proper little real Northern Irish towns, wee fishing villages. So if you do have time, obviously do stop along all these different locations and go in and check each of the locations out. Like you can just see there's a jewellery workshop, there's Seasons. You've got a lovely marina area down here. You get people parking along on their motorhomes, because that is another great way. You can actually rent out motorhomes and come and explore this area. There's the Coast Road Inn, the Bridge End Tavern, a couple of cool wee pubs there. And we're just going to follow the road on over the bridge here. As you see, it's so well signposted, like the Causeway Coastal Route. So it is well signposted the whole way right along. And there's a lovely wee street up there, and you can go along here, and that's us going over the hill here, and there's Glenarm Church, and that's us going over the top of the water. How stunning is that? Sorry, I don't know if you can see through the reflections. So we're going to keep heading along here round the Causeway Coastal Route here, and stop at the next location. I think it's we've got to go through Cushendall and Carnlough and stuff. Look at that there for scenery. Driving right along the edge of the water, beautiful smooth roads and beautiful scenery, green cliffs, blue seas, blue skies. As I like to say, absolutely unbelievable. You. I'm gonna have to stop saying you, because I keep going you, and it's like so bad. It's because I get nervous in this camera, you see. So that's us heading into this beautiful little next village we're heading up to now. So obviously this is another beach area here, and you can see people down here out enjoying their day, walking their dogs and stuff. This is Carnlough. So this is one of the next villages along the Causeway Coastal Route. We're going to head up the Causeway Coastal Route, stay the scenic route. Then whenever we get there, we're going to come direct back the motorway. It's obviously a quicker way, so it depends which way you want to do it. I always say go up the way up to it, then you can just come home, then the faster route back, or you can do it in reverse if you wanted to head up to Derry, Londonderry, and head the whole way right back. But we're going to do it this way today. And so this is us heading now into the wee village. Probably going to stop here and get ourselves some refreshments. There's the Glencoy Inn, great pub, great pint of Guinness, and that's us heading through this beautiful little town now. This will be like another wee fishing village. So this is the new Harbour View Hotel, and It was actually established back in 1848, but it's just after refurbishment there. I seen on Instagram, and here's the coach house. And this is like the famous archway, and that brings us down into the harbour. So there you are there, the coach house. How cool is this? They've actually converted the old phone box into a wee sort of miniature library where you'll be able to go and set your stuff. And there you go. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's the beautiful harbour area. They've got a Maud's ice cream, got a chip shop, Morelli's. Lovely big boat. We'll carry along now this stunning coast, and I'll jump back on once we get to the next wee village area. This is actually where you park your car to head up into the hidden village of Galbally. It's actually one of the filming locations of the Game of Thrones. I'll try and get a photograph here and drop it in, so you can park here and walk up into the... It's about 20-minute walk up, and you'll be able to see the hidden village of Galbally. So it's one of the filming locations of the Game of Thrones. It's like just wee cottages and holiday. Like, it looks like wee old sort of cottages. I'll drop a photograph in. Look at this here, everyone. Unbelievable. Look at that scenery. And this is more like fishing, sort of salmon fisheries. Yeah. What a day. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery. Picked a good day to do this. It was sort of a unplanned trip. We're like, let's go and do something today because the weather's good. So we decided, yeah, why not go along the Causeway coastal route? My friend's driving, so can't really complain, can I? Like, get the chauffeured lift so I can record and maybe have a few pints today. So this is Glenariff, the town of Glenariff. Again, another great wee village. Stop along here on the way, and then they got the old Glenariff Inn, the right hand side. Beautiful old style Northern Irish houses, both sides, like wee sort of village townhouses, and you've got another pub over here on the right hand side, and you've got a pub here. So plenty happening here, and as you see, we're just going to keep going on round. We're going to turn right, and we're going to follow the route. But if you're ever here and you do have a bit of extra time, if you do turn left, that takes you down to Glenariff Forest Park. There's some of the nicest waterfalls you're going to see. Now, it's not up the standard of like the Niagara Falls or anything, like, but it's up there, like it's up there in the beautiful stunning Glenariff Forest Park and the waterfalls. This is going to take us round into the town of Ballycastle eventually. Ballycastle will be one of my favourite towns. Great pubs, there's always a great buzz and great atmosphere, and lots of nice places to eat around Ballycastle. Here's another archway here. So obviously this is like built into the cliff. Then there's like an old castle ruins above it. As you can see here, more motorbikes going through here. Beautiful scenery. And hopefully the view, it looks good in the car, but we're starting to get more bird poo on the window, or not bird, fly splats on the window. But well, what do you expect when you're driving along beautiful country roads along the side of the seaside? So that's us going to keep heading now, keep heading north up towards beautiful Ballycastle, Portrush, Portstewart and Derry, Londonderry. So that's us heading through Cushendall. Cushendall would be a big GAA area. Yeah, so it's very popular with GAA games, and beautiful Irish, Northern Irish town. Let's just record as we go on through Cushendall, then on to Cushendun. So a lot of people will come here for holidays, caravans, holiday homes, come down here. A lot of people will still be here for, obviously, because it's Easter holidays. Such a beautiful, stunning little town. As you can see, here's some Gaelic players here. Well, Gaelic players, hurling the GAA. Yeah. So Tasty Max, another bar there, and we just carry on. Sorry, going left here, yeah, along the Causeway coast. So narrow wee roads, but you would get a lot of motorhomes and stuff coming along here. Coffee shops, restaurants. Harry's is nice in there. Another wee pub. Look, there's just so much happening along here. Always get out and explore each of the wee towns to support some of the local businesses along the way. Look at this here, beautiful church here in the background. Look at the beautiful mountains in the background. Class. Cushendun has probably one of the most scenic Gaelic pitches and well, football Gaelic pitches in, I'd say, in the whole island of Ireland. I do have some drone footage of it, so we'll try and drop it up here if I can. If not, if you jump on my Instagram, the Northern Ireland Traveller, I have posted it on multiple occasions. You can go out that way to Cushendun, but we're just going to stay on this way and head down towards, as you see, Ballintoy and Ballycastle. So we're going to head round through into Ballycastle. I absolutely love Ballycastle. Whenever you get here, you'll understand. It has great chip shops, great pubs, the buzz about the place. They actually do a fair every year called the Lammas Fair. I will drop the dates of the Lammas Fair in here. Lammas Fair is like a big sort of, I guess, been going for years. It's a big street festival, lots of Irish music and country music, and they do like animals and stuff. It's like an animal traders market. It's class. It's definitely worth checking that out. Just look at this, just chilling today. I'm in the big Range Rover today. Rolling in style today. I should really get in the back. There's TVs in the back of these seats. I actually might get in and I can put on my YouTube channel and enjoy some good content while looking out at brilliant content. Maybe have to do that for the journey back and show you that. That would be cool. With this being the Causeway Coast and Glens, is known as, this is like the Glens of Antrim. So you sort of go a wee bit inland here. If you don't, the sort of route we took, it's a wee bit faster. So we're looking forward to cutting over here, and this is going to bring us into Ballycastle in about 5 or 6 miles time. Probably about 10-minute drive from now. Look at that beautiful scenery. Once we get into Ballycastle, depending on the time we have, might jump out, stretch the legs to be able to show you. Because from Ballycastle you can actually get a boat over to Rathlin Island. Rathlin Island's like where you can go and see all the wee puffins. Absolutely love Rathlin Island. I'll have to do a full video on this one day. Rathlin, you go over on the boat, then you can come back on the boat, you get to see beautiful scenery. There's a wee pub there, and there's only a shop, and I think about around 100 people live in Rathlin Island full time. A lot of people from Ballycastle will go over there for a day trip, go over to the pub, get some nice food, and then you can come back over on the boat, and you can go on as a foot passenger, and there is a boat which you can go in your car, but just go as a foot passenger for the day. Then you can head around to see the puffins. It's actually the biggest seabird sanctuary in Ireland. So the whole island of Ireland, it is the biggest seabird sanctuary. So if you are a bird lover or if you're a bird watcher, that's the place to go to. So put that in your diary there, or in your notebook there for your next trip if you like a bit of bird watching. Not the sort of bird watching a lot of my friends would like, as in proper bird watching. Not looking after checking out the ladies, checking out the actual birds. Here's Hunter's Bar. I was actually in here with Sam and his stepdad and mum here a few weeks ago, because he is Sam Hunter. So we went in there. Actual Sam asked him for a free pint, and they didn't do that. So that's only 2 miles outside Ballycastle. He was joking about with him going, did I get a free pint because my surname's Hunter? So he didn't get one, obviously, but it was funny. Great wee pub. We stopped along there for one of our stops. So I didn't make a video that day because it was out with Sam and his family. We were actually just showing them around the coastal, so we decided to take a day off the camera. So that's us coming into Ballycastle now, so I might as well show you the main street. So if I go left, we can head up and show them the main street, then we'll come round in towards the harbour area. So if you go left here and go up, this brings us up to the main street area, but we would normally just carry on around here, but we might as well show you up around the main street. And this is definitely a worthwhile checking this village out. The beautiful Ballycastle. Red Bull actually done an event here. I don't know if you've seen it in my social medias, but they done an event here. It was cliff diving, so obviously all the Red Bull cliff divers came here and jumped. That was an excellent festival that happened just last year, and it was one of my favourite events I've actually been to and covered in Northern Ireland. So hopefully Red Bull get back here again soon and cover some events. So down in here you have like a sporting area, then this is bringing us up into the main town of Ballycastle. I'll see if I can get this back out the window again. Come back in here so I can do a bit of speaking. So you have this bar here and this bar here. I'll actually have to do a wee pub crawl in Ballycastle sometime. There's pubs just everywhere, and the Boyd Arms is like still like traditionally looks like the pub that it did do a long time ago. And there's another pub here up on the left hand side. That guy looks like he's been in the pub all day. The Golden Chips, a nice wee chip shops. This is us heading back up out of the town, so definitely do come and check it out. Lots of nice places to eat here, and there's obviously, it's a buzzing sort of class wee town, a great atmosphere, so definitely check this place out. We'll turn around and we'll head back down towards the harbour area and carry on doing the Causeway coast. Maybe stop in, jump into the harbour bar and go and grab ourselves a pint. So that's us coming back down the main street. We just whipped the car around there, so we're going to head back down. Obviously you see it's a bit of farming, there's a lot of tractors and stuff around the area, so if you're in a rush and you're looking to go fast, you're not going to be able to, because you're always going to get stuck behind tractors and motorbikes and all sorts of stuff. So yes, this is us coming along. There's Ballycastle Museum, never been in there, it looks closed, but the Glen Chic Bar, the Golden Chip, the house of McDonald. What a cool town. And this place is buzzing over Lammas Fair season, so we're just going to head on round and then head right round towards the harbour area. Beautiful hotels there. This is a definite nice place to stay, sort of like a traditional old school Northern Irish town. I love these bars, like decorated, like the nice green bar here, then across the road lovely pints of Guinness and great food in both of these. Famous butchers in there. Proper nice town. I'm not going to keep going on about it, but you can get what I mean. Do you know what time it is? It's Guinness time. Can't go through Ballycastle maybe without stopping at the harbour bar. Go in and grab a wee cheeky one, maybe do a game of pool. We'll see. My friend won't be able, there's nice Evo. My friend won't be able to drink today, so he's designated driver. But as it's just seen the Evo there, I was saying that over Easter period, like this is like a big car scene area. They do the Port Sunday, they call it, every Sunday, but on Easter Sunday it's like chock-a-block around Portrush area. Obviously all the modified cars come here and show off their car skills. So that's us heading now down in towards the marine area. Yo! Cameraman. So that's the Marine Hotel, and this is the harbour area where you can head over to Rathlin Island. So if we get a space here, I might jump in and do a quick pint in the harbour bar. That's Rathlin Island, that's where the Puffin Sanctuary is, so there is a space along here, I think, is there? I'm not too sure. You might struggle to get a space. There is a car park down there, but I don't know if your car would fit in there. Obviously you have your ice cream shops and stuff here. Oh, we'll get in here. So that's us now, parked up in Ballycastle. So I'm going to walk you over to the seaside here and show you over here and show you the beautiful view right over to Rathlin Island. So there's lots here. You get your ice cream here, you go for a walk, there's a kids play park, then obviously you have all, this is the harbour area, then I was able to show you the main street area. So this is down here. If you just drive down in here past the Maud's ice cream here, you go down here and you'll be able to jump on the Rathlin ferry, what would take you over towards Rathlin Island. Would be the biggest seabird sanctuary in the whole island of Ireland. Just look at that scenery, absolutely unbelievable. And if you're heading along here, here's Morton's Fish and Chip. Obviously people love a good fish and chip, especially seaside towns, so the same Morton's has some of the best fish and chips in Northern Ireland. I'm going to take you down here and show you. So if you're going to do the puffin tours, you buy your tickets in here or you buy your tickets online, and in the distance here over here is the island, and down here where you get your tickets is the visitor centre, the visitor information centre. So if you go in there, you'll be able to have a wee look around, get all the information required. And when you're in there, make sure you lift the Causeway Coast Visitor Information Guide, because guess whose photograph is on the front cover? You! That was like my pride of fame last year. I made the front cover with my drone shot of the Macra Scoose, or the Macra Cross viewing platform. So you not the Sirs again, that's alone. So that's it. You go in there and you buy your tickets, and that takes us over to Rathlin Island. So over here is puffins, all the wee small birds with the wee orange beaks, and you'll walk down here and this is where you'll get on your boats. The boats leave quite often, but do advise if you buy your tickets online and pre-purchase them, so it avoids disappointment, because as you see, like today, the weather's good and everyone's down. Just look at this Causeway Coast. I'll walk you down here and show you Rathlin Island. There you go. You can see it there in the distance. So that's us heading back down towards the seafront, back to where we're parked. And you've got the beautiful seafront area there, the park area, then round to the beach area. As you can see there in the distance, lots of people. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this, but there's lots of people chilling on the beach. And we're going to head along here. And obviously we're going to have a wee look along here. Maybe check out the harbour bar. Yeah, why not? Why not? So lots of here, you can go in here and get all your sweets and your spar, does all your household essentials. I think it's illegal if you come here and don't go to the harbour bar for a cheeky wee quick one. For a cheeky little quick one anyway. So the harbour, you have your pool room in here. It's like an old school style bar, very popular. So I'll jump off here and order myself a wee cheeky pint of Guinness. Yeah, obviously there's music playing here, so I need to be quick, but I want to show you this here, out the back. It's like a proper old school bar. You have your toilets and stuff out the back. Alright mate, how are you? I know, I'm just showing the people here for YouTube about out the back. It's like an old school, proper old school Irish pub, where you have your toilets out the back of the pub area. It's been nicely freshly painted today for the season coming up. So we're in the harbour bar along the main street, well down near the harbour area in Ballycastle, as I showed you out the front. So the pints in here are only £4.50. So is this one of the cheapest pints in the town?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, there you go then. £4.50 compared to my usual Cathedral Quarter Belfast hunt. They're about $6.70 a pint. So here we go. Thank you very much. Look at this lovely creamy pint of Guinness here. So I'll let her settle here, then I'll show you how to split the G. Right? Look at this lovely creamy pint. So we'll have to split in a G here, won't I? Overshot her as usual. The fans will not be happy. Yeah, overshot her anyway. But as you see, look at this lovely creamy pint. Good stick to it. Can't really beat her, unbelievable. Full creamy pints in the Harbour Bar at the bottom of Ballycastle Main Street. So if you're ever here, served with a nice Brona. Brona? Served by the beautiful Brona. So if you're ever here, make sure you just come and check it out. Thank you very much. So that's stopped in for a lovely wee creamy pint. So for time reference, it's 20 to 4. So I think the rope bridge closes at 4:30. So we're going to have to rush on now, get back in the car and head down to the rope bridge. And obviously then want to sit there drinking whenever my friend who's driving me about isn't having a drink. So next stop, hopefully, it's going to be the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge if we make it in time. So that's just us leaving Ballycastle. So I was saying that obviously this is very popular with people with like motor homes, as we call them, like caravans. I don't know what you call it in different countries, motor homes or not motor homes. They're not, because they don't have a motor on them. Static homes. So obviously a lot of people would come here, like buy one of these, like £20,000-30,000 and have one down here, and then it costs you like so many £1,000 a year for site fees. And then you can come down here. It's like a home away from a home. You come down here with your family and just relax. Obviously these ones here look a bit more luxurious here, and you can park there, come down here, you can just chill. It's just nice to get away with your family somewhere different away from the weekends. So it is very, very popular to head to one of these locations, and a lot of people in Northern Ireland would do that. So the rope bridge is around about 4 miles from here, so hopefully that's going to be the next stop. Then we're going to do the Giant's Causeway, then we'll also go into Bushmillls. Probably would be illegal to drive past the Bushmills Inn without calling in. Obviously Bushmills is where the best whiskey in the world is made. Bushmills. Bushmills Irish whiskey is probably the most famous Irish whiskey. No matter where you go, it's sold all around the world. Bushmills Irish whiskey is definitely worth trying out. I think that they brought out a 35 or 36 year old there, and it's like it's about £200 a single. So maybe one day, whenever the ad revenue starts paying, I'll be able to treat myself to a nice wee cheeky aged Bushmills. Down here to the right, if you do have more time, that's definitely worth checking out. Down here, the wee road just back there takes you down it. It's called Kimbean Head. I would do it today, but it's a good walk down from the car park. I will drop in some drone footage, hopefully about now. The drone footage will show you. It's like basically a big edge of a big cliff drop where you can stand and you can overlook obviously the scenery from up there. Is just class, but do be careful. And if you do have children with you, or anyone at all, no matter what age you are, just be careful, because it is a dramatic cliff drop at the other side, so you could die. I'm being serious, you actually could die. When you watch the drone footage about to pop in here, you'll go, this man's right, you could die. So just be very careful when walking down there. It's a good walk down. For someone who's not the fittest in the world, the steps on the way back up is an absolute killer. So yes, if you are fit, definitely check that place out. So wait till you see the beautiful scenery here. So as you can see down in the distance here, that's Ballintoy Harbour. So that's us heading down round here, down round this dramatic road here. And we're just going into the right down here into the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge. Down in here on the right hand side. So just be careful. And then after we'll head down into Ballintoy. You can actually see it better here. Obviously this is the car park down here, and you can see Rathlin Island here in the distance. So that's us out of the car now. Going to head down to the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge. The Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge is probably about 15, I don't know, not 15, 20 minutes to half an hour walk down. So you're able to buy your tickets on the day from the ticket office here. It's actually down here in front of us. Or you can just jump on the National Trust website or the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge website and purchase your tickets on there. I would actually say that'd be better because you'll be able to purchase them in advance. And obviously if you're a National Trust member, you'll get them on for free. So there's the price list there. So last admission is £4.30, so it's 15 quid. Members are free, adult 15, child 7.50, family and 2 adults 37.50, a family and 1 adult 22.50, and that's it. So because I'd already pre-booked the tickets for crossing, we can just go on through. So definitely highly recommend pre-booking your tickets online. Avoids all the hassle and stuff if you pre-book your ticket for crossing over the bridge. How good is it to see hundreds of people down here? This shows that the tourism and the people out and about is growing dramatically in Northern Ireland. And as you know, I have my Instagram page, and my page is all about documenting and showcasing Northern Ireland in a positive light, and hopefully growing the tourism in the area. So in the distance here you can see the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge, and it brings you over to this wee island. This wee island would have been used back in the olden days and to be able to go over here and to do salmon fishing. All these fitness fanatics here run the way up front. I'm near dead already when I'm in the car. So as you see here, don't know if you can see this, but this is the old style. How dangerous that bridge would have been. This man here, these two grafters back in the day, pulling the old style bridge over. Obviously with health and safety now, it's pretty much, I don't want to say it and scut it, then there'll be no more YouTubes, I end up dying. Don't want to scut it, but it's basically made very safe now, that I would say it'd be pretty much near impossible to fall. Well, that's me dead now, so if anyone ever finds this memory card and uploads it, you'll know that I scudded my walk over here. So hopefully I don't do that, but with health and safety now, it's pretty much it's very safe now anyway. So with my friend today, and he's actually a wee bit scared of heights, so this could be interesting, this could be fun. Hopefully he doesn't get when he gets over, don't forget you have to come back. So if he makes it the whole way over and he has to come back again and he's too scared, I might have to get the air ambulance out. Probably costing about £3 to get lifted back over. What a great day. Amazing scenery. So as you see the walk along here, I'll just show you. So it is about a 20 minutes, half an hour walk. So you keep walking all the way along here, then you come down the hill and you can see where all the people are. Hopefully in the distance is where we're going to cross over the rope bridge. So you can see there's actually a bit of a queue down the rope bridge. So do allow yourself a couple of hours if you're doing this to take in the beautiful scenery, and also to get over the bridge and to enjoy the scenery that you're going to take in on the other side. Just look at that. This is the real Northern Ireland. Forget your Costa del Sols and your Ibifas and your wherever else. There's no more beautiful scenery than this. Definitely one of the top 10 places to visit. Or I'd put it in the top 5 places to visit when you're in Northern Ireland. And there's a lot of people who live in Northern Ireland and they'll be like, oh, hate this place, and they've never even been to places like this here. They've only ever lived in their wee town. So if you do live in Northern Ireland and you haven't went out and explored, how good is this for your mental health? Just getting out and getting to see this beautiful scenery, especially weather like this. You can get buses out of Belfast, you can get buses out of most major towns and stuff to come here. Day trips, come here, go for a walk. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone we're walking past, the tourists, the locals, everyone. Hello, how are you? Just, it's amazing to see. The people in Northern Ireland are definitely the best people in the world. Look at this. What? This could be my thumbnail. Exploring the Causeway coast with Stumpy. Unbelievable. Apart from I'm wearing, my girlfriend be shouting at me because I'm wearing navy and black, but I'm going to bring that in. Navy and black go together. Don't need to worry, by the way, because there's a defibrillator. So if I do die, maybe someone will be able to bring me back to life. So some more old photographs here. My shadows in it. Some more old photographs here. So that's us heading down now. Getting near where you cross over. There's a wee bit of a queue at the other side. So they let so many people across this way. Then on the way back, obviously, they let so many other people across. Check out that beautiful scenery. We're saying now how much has actually changed the safety now. So you can see here the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge here in the distance. So as you can see, there's a wee bit of a rock in it, but whenever I jump on it here in the middle, you're going to see a proper rock. Are you ready? Come on, cheers.
Lucy has a key.
Look at this, everyone. Oh. Oh. So that's us going down the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge.
Look at her mad
By the way, my friend who's walking behind me is scared of heights, so I'm not giving too much of a jump. So here you go.
Let me go first, let me get over.
Let him go over. Just give her a wee jump there. I'm not even on it. I'm alright. You over? Look at that there. How good is this? Wow. Crossing the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge. I'll stop in the middle and let you see. As you see, beautiful scenery halfway. Absolutely unbelievable. So that's us over now. You can see here in the distance one of the boat trips you can do here. And that's us now on the other side. So this here would have been the fisherman's, I think it's just called the fisherman's cottage. It's down here, so back in the day they would have crossed over to here, they would have went to fisherman's cottage, they would have threw the nets out to here, and they would have been doing salmon fishing here. So if you do the boat tour, obviously you can get to see, yep, fisherman's cottage, so it is closed. Then you're able to go up here to the top to see outstanding views. So as you see, it is a wee bit rocky, so do be careful when heading to the top. Then you get up the top and you can just chill and relax up here. So once you make it up to the top, you obviously have these stunning views. Only thing with this, whenever you actually do come over the bridge and you are scared the first time coming over, you do have to remember you have to go back over the bridge. So this time it could be a bit more fun, maybe have to give it a bit more of a bounce. Look at these people down here on the canoes. There's dolphins down here. There's a lot of dolphins around here. You get them if you go out on, like, from Ballintoy Harbour. You go on like a dolphin tour. So as you see, here's a bit of a queue now, gathered up, so we're going to head back over. So we're looking here at the way obviously the bridge is secured, so it's like stuck down here, then these ropes are all like wingled around each other, held on with a bit of duct tape. You can never beat a bit of duct tape for health and safety purposes. So the duct tape's just holding us. Wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there. Look at this. Whoa. What a spot. Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge. When you get to the other side, obviously you have to run up all these steps. I was the last person to cross it there, so I'll let all the people on this side over now. So we're sort of near halfway back, well we are over halfway back, so 0.4 to the car park and 0.6 to the rope bridge, so it's exactly 1 kilometre from the car park to down to the rope bridge. Coming back's a lot worse obviously, and it isn't disabled friendly obviously because all the steps, but you need to sort of have a wee bit of fitness about you to be able to go down. I'm completely out of puff here. My fitness levels wouldn't be the best, but you never know. I'll maybe go to the gym one day and burn off a few calories. The sun's in my eyes. So there is like a wee on-site coffee house where you can get tea, coffee and some food. There is an ice cream fan here and you have your public toilets. That's us coming into the beautiful village of Ballintoy. So there is 2 great pubs here in the village of Ballintoy. There's the Carrick-A-Rede rope bridge bar. It's one of my favourite pubs. Then you have the Rathlin Arms at the other side. So we're actually going to slow down. This bar here, mate, class pub, lovely beer garden area out here. But we're going to slow down here. We're not actually going to go in here because we're going to keep tracking on. But normally I would stop here. If you slow off just after here, look at this, the Rathlin Arms. Slow off here and let them see the door. So if you actually look in there, see that door in the door? That is the door from the Game of Thrones. So I don't know if you're able to see it there, but I'll drop a picture of it in here so you can have a wee look at it. Right, so this is the village of Ballintoy. There was obviously, this place would have a bit of history with the Game of Thrones being filmed down at Ballintoy Harbour. So we're going to head along here. We're going to turn right, well it's down here, and we're going to turn right, and this brings us down to Ballintoy Harbour. So yep, and you can see here in the distance Ballintoy Parish Church. So that's us heading down now towards Ballintoy Parish Church. Then we're going to head down to Ballintoy Harbour. It is so cool here, the wee windy road, so we'll try and capture as much as the windy road as I can, and I'll try and drop in some drone footage I've taken here in the past. Ballintoy Parish Church. So you can get out and obviously have a wee walk around if you want. And lovely green fields. And this road is so cool. It just goes so windy the whole way down. This could be interesting here because we're in a jeep, and obviously look at the beautiful little sheep and the wee lambs. This is a very narrow wee road, as you see. I'll hold it out here so you get to see it. Saying to him on the way down, there's one of these houses that's really weirdly shaped, and it's this one here. It's actually been featured on TV a few times. So it's not always the best to bump into someone when you're heading round this wee road. This is the hidden beach. Well, it's not so hidden now because I've exposed it so much, but it's a lovely wee beach area around in there. It's called the hidden beach of Ballintoy. It's down in there. Look how windy this wee road is. Hopefully it doesn't make you sick. So this is Ballintoy Harbour, and this was used as one of the scenes in Game of Thrones. So at all the Game of Thrones locations you'll see stuff like this here, wee plaques, and you can see, so this is obviously where the scenes were taken from, and this harbour. What a nice wee harbour. You can do boat tours, etc. from here, and you can go out and see the dolphins and stuff jumping, and they do lovely sunset tours. So definitely worth checking that out. I'll drop his Instagram in here. Ballintoy boat tours. I have actually been in talks with him before about getting out and doing a boat tour, so I will definitely put this on my list to do this year. How nice is this place? Beautiful day, beautiful scenery. So nice. Ballintoy Harbour. This is where they obviously get on the boat. There's a guy capturing some photographs. The waves crashing here and back down to the car park. So that's us leaving the harbour area now. And just as you turn the corner as you're heading back out where these boys are fishing, down here is the wee secret beach. They call it the hidden beach at Ballintoy, but it's not too hidden now. A lot of people didn't know about it on a nice sunny day. Look at the architecture in this house. Very, very weird. Look at that there. Never mind 50 shades of grey, that's 50 shades of green. Right, so we're heading back out. We're going to swing a right. That brings us back to Ballycastle where we were. And we're going to turn right here and head towards Bushmills and Portrush. You normally do get cows on the beach here, but today there is none. So this is White Park Bay viewpoint. Look at that. Beautiful White Park Bay. So yes, you can come along here via public transport. There is a bus at least Ballycastle called, I think it's called the Causeway Rambler, and you can jump on that, and it does go along the Causeway coastal route. Translink bus you can jump on and off. And if you are in Derry, Londonderry or Belfast, there is plenty of bus tours that you can pay, and it will stop at like the main stops like Carrick-A-Rede Rope Bridge and Ballintoy Castle, etc. So we're going to head now. We're going to maybe follow the coastal route and down through Dunseverick and into Bushmills, etc. So the next stop is Carrick Castle, so I might as well go and show you that. What a great day we've had today. Just love showing off this beautiful area, the Causeway coastal route. So this is the next stop, is Carrick Castle. So I'll go and show you that now. Not that there's much of a castle left, so this is Carrick Castle here. Look at this, the Giant's Causeway, absolutely unbelievable. Well everyone, what's the crack? So we've made it to the famous Giant's Causeway. In the background here, you can see the stunning Giant's Causeway. So I'm going to go round the back here to actually let you see, just going to go around here and let you see the actual size of these columns. Then we'll head up on top of this and we'll do a bit of exploring, then we'll head down to the wishing chair. So it is quite windy, I probably should have put the microphone on, but I just wanted to take you around here to show you the sheer size of these columns. This is definitely a must visit. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. Welcome to the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. So if you come over here and you look, you'll be able to see here. So this is the Giant's Causeway, and then the middle causeway and the little causeway. So you got the Giant's Causeway here. Then here in front of you is the middle causeway, which has the wishing chair, and the little causeway. So they say if you go down to the wishing chair, what's down here where these people are, you can make a wish and it will come true if you don't tell anyone. So that's where we're going to go here. We're going to walk down and go and explore this. How cool is this place? Like, They're like wee stepping stones, aren't they? Like, so there's 40,000 of these here. 40,000 columns made through basalt, I think that's how to pronounce it. Probably someone will be like, oh, you said that wrong. So basically volcano, but there is obviously the story about the giants, Finn McCool and stuff, the fictional story. What obviously I would have read a wee book about that when being a child. So there is obviously the story about that. You can read up on that. Look at this. How cool is this place? And how great is it to see thousands of people coming down here every single day? And it's nothing better when the weather is stunning like this. So we're going to make our way down here, and we're going to make our way down to the wishing chair. And both of us are going to make a wish today. I'm not going to be able to tell you what the wish is, but I'll always wish for good health for everyone. So the wishing chair is over here. Look at this place. The Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. So as you see, it's like a wee shape of a chair. I'm going to turn around here. Sit under here. I'm going to make a wee wish. So obviously you can climb all the way up around here, and you can spend loads of times. The kids will love it, but always do be careful, obviously, because you could lose your step and you could break an old ankle quite handy. So just do be careful if you're down around here exploring. So that's us now finished off at the Giant's Causeway. We actually done a bit of a rescue job there. There was a woman there, she was over from holiday and her blood sugar levels got low, so we ended up picking her up. She was diabetic and we dropped her back up to the car park. So we were like two heroes today. So thankfully we did do that today and we're able to give that woman a lift. So yes, I'm sort of glad we've done that. So if you're, maybe you'll ever be watching this video, so hopefully everything went well and you made it back to your hotel in Portrush and your blood sugar levels came back good again. Okay, so head on now, onwards and upwards, and we'll maybe head around towards Bushmills now and see Dunluce Castle, etc. This is us entering Bushmills. Obviously everyone knows that Bushmills is famous for the famous Irish whiskey. So Bushmills has what a class wee spot. It actually has a cool wee pub in here. Maybe we'll stop for a quick pint and then we'll grab ourselves something to eat. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll park up in Bushmills here. We'll go into the Bushmills Inn and we'll actually go up and shoot the distillery, then we'll park up, go in the Bushmills Inn, then we'll go and grab ourselves a chippy or something. We need to get something to eat. It's dinner time, it's near 6 o'clock, so maybe get something to eat in there. We'll play it by ear here, but we'll go up the top, we'll show you the distillery, then we'll come back down and park here, and then we'll head on to the next location. So we're going to head along. This is Bushmills town. If you're ever looking to stay in Bushmills, I highly recommend. My friend Jasper has a brilliant place called the Bushmills Barn. Absolutely stunning property. You can even get married in it. Just the whole thing about it is class. I will actually have to do a pub crawl around this area. Maybe have to go up and stay up there sometime. There's some nice pubs around here, and obviously with the whiskey heritage and whiskey history. There's the Flash in the Pan. I think that's maybe where we could end up eating.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they say it's nice. Like, then there's another one over here. That's an award-winning one. So we'll have a bit of a thing. But the Flash in the Pan could end up being where our dinner location could be. But we're going to head up here, just slightly up this road, about a quarter of a mile on the left-hand side, is the famous Bushmills distillery. The car park's probably closed, but in the distance here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is the old Bushmills distillery. So whenever you're cracking open your bottles of whiskey, this is where it's all came from. We should be able to turn in, and the car park possibly still is open. But this is 1608 original Grant and Distill. So that's the old Bushmills distillery. So that is an excellent tour. That's probably one of the best whiskey tours in the whole island of Ireland in my eyes. Not just because it's Bushmills and it's in Northern Ireland, because there's lots of other great tours, but there you go everyone, and you can see. So unfortunately it's closed now, but I will do a separate video one day and I will come up here and show you around. Look at the nice copper still here, class. So this is Bushmills distillery. So here we are, the Bushmills Inn. I love the beer garden out here. Seeing a good day, this is a hell of a beer garden out here. Actually, we're going through the front door, then we can, from the front door, we can turn left and we'll head right in through. On you go. So what I think of this place here, the Bushmillls Inn, on a beautiful day like today, and tasty Guinness. You. Again, beautiful pints, tasty pints of Guinness in Bushmills. Not going to go too crazy and get on the whiskies, but what a beautiful spot, beautiful location, beautiful beer garden. So that's us finished there in the Flash and Pan, so definitely if you're ever in Bushmills, make sure you try that out. So make sure you check out the Flash and Pan. Right, onwards and upwards to the next location. I think we're going to head round past Dunluce Castle and head on round towards Portrush area. So that's us now at the Macrocross Viewpoint car park. So we just drove past Dunluce Castle. I actually didn't get any footage of it, but I will drop in a drone footage whenever I get up here to the viewpoint. So this is the Macrocross Viewpoint car park, and obviously there's two classic viewpoints here. So you can walk out here. It's only like literally, it's disabled friendly. You can walk out from the car. It's only like 30-second walk, 100 steps from the car. So this is the Macrocross and Dunluce Viewpoint. Look at this, stunning views. Obviously the sun's typical that the sun is in our way, but hopefully you'll be able to appreciate this. See this in sunset, unbelievable. And obviously the Causeway coast would get quite a lot of aurora. So we can actually get the northern lights here, obviously up the north coast. So whenever that's in show, you can get some stunning photographs up here. So there's two viewing platforms in this car park. So this one would look down towards the beaches and down towards Whiterock Beach. It's actually my favourite beach in Northern Ireland. And the next one up here is going to bring us and overlook the famous Dunluce Castle. So the Dunluce Castle is a medieval castle, if I remember right. So yes, it's a medieval castle. I'll come down here and I'll show you that, and you'll be able to see Dunluce Castle. Once I show you the castle, I will drop in some drone footage that I have taken of the castle previously and let you see that. So this is the Dunluce and Macrocross Viewpoint. Look at this, absolutely unbelievable. So as you can see there in the distance, the famous Dunluce Castle. So you can actually go on to Dunluce Castle and do a tour around it. Obviously it's probably only open like the other locations between 9 and 5. So if you're ever coming along here, do allow yourself an hour or so and go and check it out. You can learn about all the history. The sunlight's in my eyes, by the way. But yes, that's us heading on now to the next location. We're going to head down into the Portrush and Portstewart. Portrush is famous for its golf courses and obviously the Royal Portrush. The Open will be held here in a few months' time. Then obviously the Northwest 200. There you are there, getting themselves ready for the Open, building lots of stuff here. This is obviously the Royal Portrush. I think it's voted one of the best golf courses in the whole world. Well, one of the most scenic golf courses in the world anyway. So the Royal Portrush, this is where the Open's going to happen. As you can see, look at that. Imagine playing golf there, just overlooking that beautiful scenery. So that's us heading now into Portrush. Unfortunately, the sunlight's in front of us all this journey, so you're going to be hopefully getting no glare. So down in there is the East Strand car park, but we're going to go up here and we're going to go around. Portrush should be like a real holiday, sort of home for a lot of people in Northern Ireland, and a lot of people will come here for like holidays and have caravans here and stuff. And obviously it has Barry, well, it's now called Curry's, no, isn't it Curry's Fun Park? It used to be Barry's Fun Park. So yes, it's very popular. A lot of people come down here for the weekends, rent out Airbnbs, stay in the hotel. There's lots happening in Portrush, lots of coffee shops, lots of ice creams, and just you come down here and have a great weekend away, wee amusements and stuff for the kids. So we're going to head on round to the left here, and we're going to head round towards what would be locally known as Barry's Fun Park. As you can see, lots of young ones here out enjoying the nice weather. So that's us heading now. If you're ever in here, Morelli's is nice for ice cream. See here, lucky enough for doing well with the lights. There is Curry's Fun Park. So Curry's Fun Park would be popular for people to come down here, go on the Helter Skelter, go into the fun park, lots of amusements and stuff for the kids, and there's lots happening. So this is us driving along sort of the front area, what brings us down to the harbour area of Portrush. Portrush is one of my favourite locations to come in Northern Ireland. Used to come here as a child, and obviously I'm still coming till today. That's us in Portrush, down at the harbour area. And you can't come to Portrush without going to the famous harbour bar. So this is the stunning harbour area of Portrush. We're going to head down into the harbour bar. I'm going to go and get ourselves a cheeky pint of Guinness. And from there, we're going to maybe head along into Portstewart. We don't have long left now to sunset, so try and grab a few and maybe try and get a new location to end the video at lovely sunset somewhere. So next up, the harbour bar, obviously in the harbour area of Portrush. Here we go, so wait for that to settle. We'll have to go quickly here whenever the music stops, so here we go. Let's see if I can split the G. So that's us heading down now, back down the main street away from the harbour area. Back round now, through Portrush, head on to Portstewart. So this is obviously the seaside area down at the front here. You can go for nice walks and down to Portrush Head. So the sunlight might not be as bad now. You'll be able to see. This is the main area down here where we looked around here earlier on. But we're going to head along this way now towards Portstewart. They're getting all ready, obviously, for the northwest. All the crash buyers. There'll be motorbikes coming up here, well over 100 mile an hour, possibly up close to near 200 mile an hour. This is where it actually starts off from. So there'll be bikes coming around here at crazy speeds. So this is us now. We've just literally crossed from County Antrim into County Londonderry, or Derry, County Derry. As you see here, this is where the race would actually start. So this is where the northwest starts. So this is like the pits area would be in round in here. Then there's obviously the grandstands and stuff here getting set up. So all the markings here on the road is where the motorbikes would line up and they would go for the Northwest 200. So if you're coming here to watch the Northwest 200, obviously here when this is happening, in a few weeks time, this place will be rammed. I think over 100,000 people come up here up the north coast to watch the Northwest 200. So this is us coming into the beautiful wee townland or village or whatever you want to call it, Portstewart. Portstewart again is a wee fishing town, wee harbour down here as you're coming in, and obviously this is class. Like just the way the streets are, everything about this place is cool. So put the window down here so you'll have a wee look along the main street. Plenty of ice cream shops and stuff along here. The ice house, it's a bar. My friend Stuarty went to university down here. Me and Stuarty used to come down here all the time, and we had some very messy nights in our late teens. We were been down here, university days. So that's us heading along here. Look at the crowd here for an ice cream. You have Morelli's ice cream. Look at the crowd here for Morelli's. So we're just going to head along and straight up the top of this main street. Then we're going to come to the wee roundabout and we're going to head right. And we're going to head along the coast and down onto the beach. It's only a couple of minutes from here. And we're going to drive along the beach and show you the beautiful beach. That's us heading down now to Portstewart Strand. It's another amazing beach on the Causeway coast, to make sure you check that out. And it's owned again, I think, by the National Trust. So it's well maintained, and it's a green flag beach, they call it, where it's safe to swim and there's lifeguards and stuff at it. Check this out. Portstewart Strand. Unbelievable. Come here, park your car out, get out with your family and just enjoy this. Unbelievable. Look at this. Unbelievable. Portstewart Strand. So obviously, like during the summertime, you can come down here, you can park your car up, reverse in, get the kids out with a bucket and spades and go and enjoy it, and I don't know, bring a picnic down. And how nice is this? And in the distance here, hopefully you can see the stunning Mussenden Temple. Just look at this, just walking along this beautiful beach. Look at that. Fishermen here, Mussenden Temple in the distance. Beautiful sun setting. Just look at this beach. So obviously that's right back into Portstewart down there. What a cool location. So I was planning to end the video there on the beach, but as you know, nothing with me ever goes to plan. So we are now heading to Mussenden Temple, my favourite place in Northern Ireland. So that is the best place to end the video. Mussenden Temple is just absolutely outstanding, and downhill beach what's below it. Mussenden Temple is like a wee temple at the edge of a cliff. So we're going to go and look at that, and obviously they have the downhill house. What's an abandoned building. It used to be a big massive like mansion house. So spin around here, and so we just went through Coleraine here, because you actually, to get to there, surprisingly you have to actually go around a weird way, because you're actually crossing over the river, so you have to go around to get the bridge. So it takes about 20 minutes, even though we were very close to it for if you were walking or in eyesight distance. But we'll head round now and hopefully we'll get there for sunset. So park the car at the side of the road, and that's us heading up now to Mussenden Temple. So if you ever go to Mussenden Temple, make sure you go to it via the house ruins. And in the distance here, that beach, that is the beach that we were driving along there. So obviously it took a lot longer, you have to drive out round. So if you're ever going down the temple and you park here, where we parked, make sure you go through the house ruins, check them out. Imagine owning this and restoring it up to a proper pad like. You'd just be overlooking the whole Causeway coast. Right, look at this place here. And you can see the wee temple here in the distance at the background. So this is downhill domains. Did you know? And look, there's an old cannon. That was it built. Flip, look at it there. Flip. Be nice to restore it up to that standard. What a cool spot. So that's us heading down now to Mussenden Temple. You're probably saying to yourself, why is this my favourite place? And you're probably going to yourself, doesn't look that spectacular. But you're only seeing it here, thinking the sea's there. This is on the edge of a cliff. You're going to really, really appreciate this. Oh, it's in 2 times soon. Forward, let's go back. You're really going to appreciate this whenever you get down a bit closer. And hopefully, if we get the beautiful sunset here happening, this is going to be an absolutely epic end of the video, hopefully. I'm buzzing for this, by the way. Absolutely buzzing. People will be down here obviously waiting on the train to come. If I capture the train tonight, we're doing very well. Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sunset. I'm all chuffed now I got to show you this. I'm glad we kept going to show you this. This is unbelievable, as I would say multiple times. So as you can see here in the distance, if you get the train actually comes through here and goes along and goes again through the next cliff and right below Mussenden Temple and further afield up to Derry, Londonderry. How cool is this location? Just want to say thanks everyone for watching, and when you're at it, we'll be able to hit the like, subscribe. Sorry, we'll be able to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And I want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone for the continued support. Brilliant little community of people have gathered up, and just want to say again thank you so much. This wouldn't be possible for me to be able to go out and showcase you all if I had no viewers, because it wouldn't keep you going. Obviously your support keeps me going. More support, I'll keep going out and making videos. So just want to say again thank you very much, and appreciate all the support. Thank you.